Hey guys, and welcome back to Two Girls,
One Mukbang. I'm Butters.
and I'm Bears, and thank you so much for joining us again for dinner tonight.
Woo-hoo!
Tonight we are having something special and delicious, an Italian dinner.
That's right, and this is a very special Italian dinner because little bears. Somebody else is getting pinched today. Little
I
bears
wasn't expecting that.
made this sauce all from scratch.
I did. I made this sauce from scratch. Oh man, this is gonna be delicious. So tonight we are having spaghetti. This is organic spaghetti. I'll put in a picture right here of the brand of spaghetti that we use so you can see. And then on top we have here the homemade turkey marinara sauce. What you call that? Bolognese, right?
Bolognese. Or
Turkey bolognese, red sauce, marinara, however way you want to call it. It doesn't really matter how you want to put the pieces of the puzzle together. It's still going to come together the same. This sauce is delicious.
It is very, very delicious.
It was simmering for over two and a half hours, and it is super, super good. I took a little taste of it, and I was like, dang!
Heck yes!
So basically in the turkey meat sauce is tomato sauce, a bunch of spices, ground turkey, onions, garlic, and a bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to let you know everything that's in it because that's something that could be coming up in the future.
Possibly.
Who knows?
Wink.
So, wink, wink. So this turkey meat sauce we're calling BEARINARA meat sauce.
Marinara meat sauce.
BEARINARA meat sauce. So we're looking forward to it. We have you a huge pile of spaghetti and sauce just for our family.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's so much on that plate, I could not eat that whole pile.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That's a huge, huge pile of spaghetti.
Yeah, and if you made it this far, please make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe, probably right about here, and please hit that notification bell so you know that when we're having dinner and when you guys know that we have your plate ready for you.
Yeah, so we have dinner ready to go. And we also want to thank all of our old subs.
And all of our new subs.
And all of our OG original 50 subs,
50,
baby.
You know who you are. We love you guys.
We love you guys.
All of you guys.
And thank you, and welcome to dinner again.
And welcome to our Two Girls, One Mukbang Nation.
That's right. To the family, the familia. Cheers
to the mother effing good life. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Love my
this
rice milk. Yum. We're going to show you our plate right now.
I mean, you already know it's already wrapped up in tinfoil dreams.
That's right. Hashtag tinfoil dreams, baby.
Woo, and this is hot.
Hold on. We got to tell them who these bowls are from. So we got these bowls as a gift when we had
Canna and Letty over.
Cannabear and Letty Lucius over at our house for dinner.
That's right.
They brought us a nice, beautiful gift. So we showed you before the small bowls and the teapot. Now we're showing you the big bowls. Go ahead.
Here's mine. It's huge. It's a big claw bowl, and it's hot, 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 hot.
Canna's probably not going to be impressed that, or Letty is going to be impressed that we used spaghetti in a pho bowl. Aren't these bowls beautiful, guys?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So, basically it's for pho, but because Cannabear loves Italian food so much, we decided to make Italian food, and it was okay to eat in these bowls because he loves Italian food.
Yeah, Canna called us and he said, it's okay to eat spaghetti in these bowls, you know.
Yes, and then Letty texted and he said, yes, I agree too. And then we're like, okay, check mark, we're okay, we're good. We're good to go. Anyways, thank you for these bowls. We absolutely love them and use them all the time.
And let's see how these wooden tools,
that's right,
spoon and fork work with these pasta.
That's right. We sent a set of these to the C Squad before.
Yes, we did.
The simpatico foursome has matching spoons.
Yes, we have matching spoons.
Oh yeah, look at this big bowl of spaghetti.
Heck yeah, I gotta like rip it all off.
We don't eat spaghetti that often, so when we do, and I make a homemade meat sauce, the whole house permeates of garlic and onion and marinara and turkey meat, and you're just like, dang, that smells good, girl. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys my first bite. There we go. It's all mixed in with the marinara here. We're gonna try it on this fork, this wooden fork.
Yep.
Let's take a bite.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. Mixing it up. Oh, yeah. Look at this. How is it, Butters? How is it?
It's friggin' delicious.
Look at this big mound.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
You're dropping all your spaghetti sauce.
Oh, no, Butters.
Thank God we have a washer and dryer.
Thank God we have placemats. We're all about the placemats. You can't get anything on this wood table or everything starts, it's
staining.
It's so temperamental.
My God, do you guys have a wood table? Do you guys like ever get any stupid like rings on it? Like we have to use coasters, we have to use tablecloths, we have to use napkins, everything.
Any type of little bit of heat, man, it does not like it. You have to be so careful. Oh man, trying to get these wood forks is a little bit of a task.
I know. Well, you can get the spaghetti mixed up in them good. It's just, yeah, it's not the same. Woo!
All right, here we go. First bite. Oh yeah, let's get a little wraparound here. A little wraparound. Here we go, guys. Take a bite. Doesn't that look bomb?
It is bomb.
Hell yeah. Oh my God.
I love it. I love this sauce. You can taste the fennel in it. And you can taste like all these other like amazing spices, but we're not going to get too deep into that.
Yeah, because I might have a little something in store for you guys in the future. Maybe for you guys to maybe, we'll just leave it at that.
So we hope that everybody had a great Easter. We hope that you all had a great week this week. We've been busy, like we always are, and we just wanted to say thank you guys so much for coming and joining us at dinner, because you know what? We just love to see you guys.
We love to hang out. We hope you guys are all doing well. We hope you all had a really great Easter, whatever you did. We were unfortunately unable to go live on Sunday. We thought for sure we weren't hanging out with any family, and then we had a couple cousins stop by, and my bro, so we had a lot of unexpected guests in the evening, and then we're like, oh, I guess we're not doing live now, and then that's how that worked out. You guys know when family pops over once in a blue moon, and you're like, you have to entertain and pull out chips and this and that to try to like pull something off that you didn't think you were gonna have, but
We pull it off.
We don't really celebrate the holiday too much, but other family members do. So you know when other family members do, it kind of becomes your holiday too, even if you're not celebrating. So that's kind of a tricky little thing you got to maneuver.
It's a slippery slope.
I like that. Slippery slope, or slippery whatever you want to call. Yeah, plenty of slippery things in life. We're not going to go any further down that peach, slippery rabbit hole. Down the slippery slope to see the whispering eye. Are you the type of person that likes a lot of sauce on your spaghetti? I definitely am. I do not. I'm telling you right now, nothing makes me more annoyed. You go to an Italian food restaurant, you order spaghetti and marinara, and these people put a whole pile of spaghetti and a little bit of marinara, and you start mixing it up, and like all the noodles suck in all the moisture, and you're literally left with like dry noodles and no marinara. That drives me crazy. I like to have saucy noodles. I'm all about that. Even here, I gave you guys a big pile of sauce because I'm just like, you can't not have the sauce. Otherwise, you're just eating plain noodles, right?
You know what? And like our girl Cookie Mix 67, you know what? You gotta have saucy food.
That's right.
Like she says,
welcome to my sauce, hey! Welcome to my sauce, hey! We probably screwed it up. Sorry,
we totally
Cookie.
screwed up. But you know what? Carlos screws it up all the time.
That's right.
We're okay with that. Literally, all I do is sit here and spin the fork.
I know, right? Spin the fork. And now, it is time for Cost of This Plate! Drum roll, please, Butters!
Yup.
The cost of this plate was $2.99, baby!
Cheap.
Woo! Cheaper than a Kmart Blue Light Special.
Well, that's pretty cheap because I don't even think they have Kmarts.
I don't even think they have any Kmarts anyways. Yeah, I don't think they have any more Kmarts around. But anyways, $2.99 for this huge, this would fill up any man. This is like a huge amount of food right here. We have less, but we still have a lot in this bowl. In this huge full bowl, we have a lot, but everything's organic here. The noodles, the sauce, the meat, the spices.
Everything.
Everything in here is organic, loaded up with meat, not just a little bit of meat, a whole ton of noodles. Whole plethora of meat up in your mouth. Okay? $2.99, you can't beat that. We want to encourage people to eat more at home, buy organic, feel healthier, feel better, live a longer life.
Stay home, eat more, save more. Heck yeah.
That's right, baby. $2.99 a plate.
And in the words of Bears, it's all about the meat, the meat, the meat.
It's my words? No,
You're all about the meat.
No, I'm all about the booty.
You're all about the meat.
Yes,
You're
the thigh meat.
all about the meat.
The thigh meat and the booty,
Yes, the meat. She'll sit there and say to me, guess what, Butters? It's all about the meat, the meat, the meat.
Oh, yeah.
The meat, the meat,
The meat, the meat, the meat.
Yeah, the only way I can get this spaghetti on here is to literally take this fork and just twist and twist and twist. It's corkscrew method.
Or you can just pick it up like this and shove it down your mouth.
Heck no. I can't slurp, man. I can't
Me
slurp
neither.
this. I choke.
Me too. Every time I watch our Asian friends eating like noodles and they slurp everything in, even anything they're eating, it doesn't even have to be noodles. And every time I like hold my breath and gasp, thinking that any moment it's gonna go into their windpipe and they're gonna be choking and they're gonna have to like get this noodle like removed with some contraption down their throat, and I just get stressed out. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. But it's stressful, but I think there's something, I was thinking earlier today, maybe they have some type of thing with their, because to me when I slurp, I feel it going in my lungs, right?
Yes.
So it's like the thought of something like going into my windpipe of like food is scary, but maybe they have something like trained when they're young to like put their tongue up like that, and then slurp. So it's not like it could never get caught in your throat. I'm not sure the technique, but
I don't know. All I know is I saw Wanda Wu slurping, like sucking back on a baked potato, and we're just wondering how the hell that happened.
how the hell did you do that, Dollface? I don't know how you accomplished it, but you did, and it was freaking crazy because I didn't think it was possible to do that noodle noise on a baked potato. But our girl, Dollface, Wanda Wu, figured out how to do it.
Wanda
Figured out how to do it.
Wanda, we want to see a whole video from you on foods that you can slurp.
That would be a funny ASMR. That would be funny. And that girl would not cream on that. She'll hate me for saying that. She'll hate me for saying cream on that. Oh my god. She would cream on that. Why did I even say that? No, like, she'll be so freaking stupid. She would be so stoked to do it all.
Don't worry, Wanda. I'm turning red for you.
We're turning red, and it takes a lot. You know, I can say some crazy stuff. So if I'm turning red,
Wanda's creaming now.
oh God! All right, enough of that.
So anyhow, back onto this. Slurping.
Oh my God.
Wanda, we want to see you do a slurp video.
Oh my God. Yeah, because I can't hang, man. I can't hang. Oh, show them what you're putting on, Butters.
Some Lowry's garlic salt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love it.
Heck
Gotta have
yeah.
the garlic salt. In here, I have 5 big cloves of garlic in this sauce.
No word of a lie. Like, she was not playing when it came. Here we go, corkscrew method. Oh. So we never thought for a million years that our Chuckwatch segments would get even as remotely as much interest as we get. And we know that we kind of had our goodbye Chuck on our Chuckwatch episode, but guess what? Chuck's like that cat that came back the very next day. You thought he was a goner. Chuck just can't stay away. Chuck is still hanging out there. Like tonight he's not there.
Yes.
But he's been out there almost every night to bring the dogs to go hang out in the back. And we're going to show a little clip here of what's been going on with Chuck so you guys know. I'm going to throw that in right here.
It's 4:20 today, and Chuck has just backed the RV back into the driveway, and let's see what he does with the dogs. Here he goes, here comes the dogs. He's on the phone, talking away. Here he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, there's one more. Maybe one of them's not coming out because we heard that one wasn't feeling well. Or maybe it's at his mother's. Okay, now they're all going back in the RV for a minute. Now they're all coming back out of the RV again for a minute. Okay, now he's closing up the RV.
So did you guys see what we were talking about before with the 5 dogs that got offloaded from the RV? So imagine Chuck living in this RV with these 5 dogs, and where he takes them all day long, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
But all I know is his little CRV is still camped out front of the house that he no longer lives in.
That's right. And the construction people come all day long in the garage and doing work and messing around the air conditioning ducts and a bunch of crap. And then this fool, we hear beep, beep,
Backup
beep,
lights.
backing up, and we can see out the angle from our couch to where he lives, or used to live, him backing in, usually like 8 o'clock at night when the construction workers are gone, 7, 8 o'clock, he pulls in. The first thing he does, like you guys saw, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dogs marching out. He takes them right to the backyard, which I don't know why the new owners haven't, or the construction workers haven't put a padlock on. There must not be a place to put a padlock on the back
Or
end.
they just don't want to put one on yet because they got so much construction to do.
He uses it as a dumping ground for his dogs to take dumps in the backyard. Then he loads them all back in the RV. Now keep in mind, what is something we've never seen inside the RV, ever one time?
Lights.
No lights.
We have not seen any
Ever.
lights come on inside of that thing. We've seen the thing jump plenty of times with a power cord that he runs from the house to
Yep.
the thing, but we have never seen any lights inside of that RV for one
Ever
moment.
one
So
time.
he probably has like a flashlight or something. And the worst part is like not even that long ago, we saw the new owner of the building come by, and he was like out there having like a real stern talking to Mr. Chuck, that's for sure.
Yeah, but obviously he's figured out a new plan just to disappear
While
all
the
day
construction
long,
guys are there.
and then come there, sleep at night, let the dogs take a dump in the back, and then he takes off early morning before they get there. That's his new little plan, fiasco schedule. So we're
Yeah.
going to keep you updated on the Chuckwatch and let you know if we see anything else crazy. We're going to let you guys know. So lately, we've been watching a few different mukbangers, actually a lot of different mukbangers. We watch a crazy amount of videos a week. I didn't want to keep track of how many videos a week because it's crazy the number. I've been noticing a lot of other fellow mukbangers and fellow creators have been talking about different things, and a few topics that have been coming up is adults wishing that they, or still feel like inside they feel like a kid. And we could totally relate to this. I'm sure you guys can tell from our crazy, silly mukbangs and vlogs and our wild lives that we get to be like young or like kids on our mukbang, and like you get to see a different side of us that's not like our serious work life, adulting life. We just get to kick off our heels, or not heels,
Whee!
and get to just kind of be like kids in a way, or a little more silly than we are in our normal life. So we've noticed a few different people make that comment. Other adults that are at least in their 30s or 40s make the same comments like, oh, on the inside I feel like a big kid. And it started me pondering a few different things. And I started thinking about my childhood and school and times, the different times of school and life, and then you go to college and working. And I started thinking the purpose of schooling, and I started kind of seeing that the time that children are in school, and I started thinking it's about the same amount of time as a normal work day you would be at work. And then I'm like, like the testing, the this, the that, you know, very scheduled, structured, you know, certain time for lunch break. I'm like, this reminds me a lot of the work day. And I started thinking a little bit more, and I've thought about this in the past, but it just brought up this thought again in my mind. How we basically are trained very young to be in the workforce, to be a part of the machine, a part of the huge machine that we call work or society.
The American dream.
The American dream. We are a part of that as the workforce. Without us, it completely collapses. It doesn't exist anymore.
So it's easy to get you in there young.
Exactly. So if you're prepared, like if you as a child could do what you wanted and enjoy and learn naturally as you would like and what interests you have, and all of a sudden you turn to a certain age and you say, you know what, you have to go to work 8 to 10 hours a day. You'd be like, what? I've never lived this life before. And I'm like, realize, you know what? Setting kids up for the workforce. So you set them up in school, you go through kindergarten, you go through elementary, junior high, high school, and all of a sudden everyone's geared up for college, right?
Yep.
if you made it out with a diploma, your next step is you better get your butt to college. That's what I was told. Get your butt to college. Get to the next step. Get ahead of the game. Try to get to the head of the pack. So this is what's ingrained so deeply from childhood. So we're pressing on, we're pressing on. Next thing you graduate college, and then it's like, okay, off to find a job. So you're at your, 20 years old, between, 20 if you just go to regular community college, or 24 if you get a bachelor's. It depends how,
What
you want a master's.
What educational path you want to take, but you're encouraged to go do something, whether it's a trade, whether it's a 4-year degree, whether it's a 12-year degree. Your parents want you to go to school so that you don't have to live the life that they lived.
Exactly. So now you're at your mid-20s, okay? Your mid-20s. So you're pretty much close to your prime, mid-20s to 30s, early 30s. That's your prime. I'd say your prime as far as health and your looks. So you're already there. And now all of a sudden they're like, bam, okay, you got your degree and you owe this much money in student loans. Now you got to pay it back to us. So what's your next step? You got to work to pay this back, and you got to have an apartment at least. You got to have a car to drive to your job. You got to have all these other things.
You got the insurance to pay. You got to have all the utilities of your apartment. You have to pay for your health insurance. You have to pay for your school books.
You guys know what we're talking about. This whole adult life. All of a sudden after college, it's like, I'm here. And you're like, I'm an adult. I've arrived, but now I owe this money. Now I have to do this. And then you have all the pressure of society too, from commercials and social media. If you're not, this certain size, you can go have a surgery for that. You don't have the right sunglasses to make you look cool, you can go buy those.
Hey, if you don't have the iPhone 400 by now, then
you can go buy that too. Or you can finance it for, you can buy it for $600, but you probably don't have that amount of money. Or we'll finance it for $30 a month times 2 years, which is going to equate far more than just paying for it, right? 2 or 3 years. They've worked this out. They've figured these things out, okay? They've crunched these numbers to see what people will go for. And at that point, you are already in debt so much, you have to work so hard.
3 jobs.
To make car payments, this, that, and the other. You're lucky if you only can work 1 job. So after all this time, then you still have to keep working. You're lucky if you get 2 weeks off. If you get 2 weeks off a year in the U.S. vacation, you are lucky.
And if you get sick for any freaking reason, look out.
Good luck for you. So all this time, and then all this time, the time that you can retire and not get penalized for taking Social Security out is the age of 67. So you've been working from basically either in school or working from the time you're 4. I was in preschool since 4.
From the time you're 4.
And now we're cranking along here. Work. School, work. And all of a sudden, we're hitting the age where we can actually retire and get a fraction of what we even made in Social Security, okay? Per year to live on. So we've hit 67 now. Do you guys know the average lifespan of a U.S. citizen? 78 years old. 78. So you just retired at 67, okay? Average lifespan 78. How many years? How many years? You have 11 years to live your best life. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live my best life at 67. I'd like to start living my best life now.
A lot of the times, by the time you're even 67, you've already got a myriad of health problems going on.
Yes, like my dad.
Arthritis. You could have like diabetes, gout.
High cholesterol,
high blood pressure, going blind. You could be having
kidney failure. You could have all these different problems already accumulated from all these years of stress, lack of sleep, working, hard physical labor, or just mentally in front of a computer all day. It can be exhausting. So to me, when I looked at that, I looked at the average lifespan and when you can actually retire. I was like, wow, 11 freaking years. 11 years. And we've heard so many stories of people who have just retired and passed away
within a
year or 2 later. And I'm just like, holy hell, that's all they're giving us is this small amount of window of time, and hope to God that you're physically okay and your partner's okay to start traveling at 67?
So that you can basically do nothing but spend your entire life increasing the GDP.
Absolutely not. You know what I say? I say screw it. You take your life back in your hands. And you're going to say to me, well, how the hell do I do that, Bears? How the hell do I take my life back in my hands when I have bills, I have kids, I have house payments, I have car payments, I have debt? I'm going to tell you exactly how. And ways to simplify your life to where you can live a fulfilling, happy life, be debt-free, still be able to take a vacation, and still be able to enjoy your life. The best years of your life.
Well, one of the first things that you can definitely do that's like really important is you can simplify your life. You have to remember that every single thing that you do accounts to amount of hours that you're going to be working for that thing. You want a TV set, it's $10,000. You got to figure out how many hours you have to work to pay that TV off. And if you finance that thing, guess what? You're paying a hell of a lot more. So you need to simplify your life. Do a list of things that are important to you that you can live with and things that you can live without. And you're going to realize really quickly that when you simplify your life, that you're going to have so many things that you never ever needed in the first place.
That's right. And that brings us to number 2. Do you need that new car?
No.
No, neither one of us have new cars, and we did not buy our cars new. We bought used cars. Because if you buy a car that's typically even a couple years old, it's gonna, once you drive a car off the lot, usually it goes down between $4,000 and $5,000. You can find a perfectly, my car was a couple years old when I got it, and if I would have got it brand new, it would have been like
$35,000
yeah,
more.
$35,000 or more brand new. Or more, and I got it for about $17,000.
Right.
And it was only a couple years old, perfect condition. It had very low miles on it. Rethink about getting a new car. What does this car do for me? Where does it take me? Does it take me to work where I sit all day? Do I actually get to drive and enjoy this car, or am I just driving it from my garage to work, parking it, and driving it back home? Is it really important to have a fancy, crazy expensive car, or maybe it's not necessary? It's really, you have to ask yourself that question.
That's right, and those are good questions to start asking. Another great question to ask yourself, number 3, is do you need to go to Ruth Chris in order to eat a steak, or can you make yours at home? The bottom line is you don't even know. It could be an A-rated restaurant that you're going to, and you don't know what's going on in the back, but if you're making it at home, guess what? You know exactly how much love, how much prep, and how much work and ingredients has gone into that thing. You know whether the meat is good, you know whether they dropped it on the floor and put it back on your plate, you know all those things.
For both of us to eat for the entire month, $700, and 95% of our food is organic. When we go out to eat, it's usually not because we can't get it, but we don't go out to eat that often. Maybe once a week, if that, and that's usually to pick up to go, and sometimes it's only every other week. So $700 a month is pretty amazing. Which brings us to number 4, make a budget. That's something we started about a year ago that I find is so awesome. Every dollar going in or out, I know where it's going, when we're getting it in, when it's going out, what it's going for. If you know what everything is, how much your gas bill, how much your food, how much you really can keep an eye on what you're spending on other things that maybe aren't necessary, you could cut back on, and you can actually do a running total of the entire year of how much you spend on rent, how much you spend on a gas bill, electric bill, phone bills, food,
Internet bills,
entertainment, whatever you have, you're going to have a whole total. I'm telling you, that has helped tremendously on being more responsible about money. Keep a budget, write down everything you spend for the month.
And we challenge you guys to definitely do a budget, because you're going to be surprised how much money actually goes in and out that you're not watching. Like, so many people have things on auto pay that they don't even know if their bill goes up every month or if it goes up once a year. So important. Do a budget, guys. So valuable.
Yes.
And number 5 is like, just maybe not spend money on things that you really don't need at the end of the day. Like, for example, if you're going out somewhere and somebody's trying to upsell you something, do you really need that item?
Perfect example you said was the iPhone.
Yes, like the iPhone. Do you need the iPhone 4000, or are you happy with an iPhone 5?
If your phone works, like my iPhone is a what,
5S.
5S? My phone works, I can call people, I can text people, I can email people. What do I need to go out and buy a new phone for? What ad is that going to add to my life?
It's not.
It's not. It's not going to do anything extra special. Ooh, it might have a little bit brighter light or a little bit better pixelated of cameras. That's wonderful. That's great. But do I really need that in my life? No,
Not really.
I don't. A phone is for calling people, texting people. That should be sufficient. Also, too, I noticed with new items or different things, I wanted to test myself on a material item that I wanted and see how much happiness for how long that brought me. So my car, it wasn't a new car, but to me it was a new car. It's only a couple of years old. I never had it, so to me it was a new car, even though it wasn't brand new. And I tested myself, like how long that excitement was. And I knew a car is a big item. It's not like getting a new phone or something small. It's one of a bigger item that you get in life that's very exciting. So when I got that, I wanted to see like how long was that excitement feeling where you're getting in your new car and just like, yes,
this is my new car.
I'm pimping it in my new car. So I tested how long it made me happy and that excitement for, and I think it was for about 5 weeks. 5 weeks, it was that newness and exciting, and after that 5 weeks of driving it every day, it was just my car now. It wasn't that, oh, that elated feeling every time I got into it. And I'm like, wow, this sense of joy or excitement is so short-lived that people don't really realize. Next time you buy something that's a material item that you really, really want, check yourself on it and see how long that excitement really lasts for before you're just like, okay, this is my item, and the kind of excitement and the elation is kind of over, and you're going to really see that maybe that item really doesn't mean as much to you than you really thought. That brings us to number 6. So basically, people have a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of stuff, and the best way to clear out stuff is to donate, right? If you donate things, you can get a tax write-off, a little receipt saying, hey, I donated a few different bags of clothes and whatever, and it's worth $200 or $300. You can use that up to a certain amount on your write-offs of taxes. So not only are you giving back, you're also getting a write-off, which helps you and your taxes, but also in return, you're going to be clearing out space in your personal household, old energy to leave room for new energy, or just leave that space open for energy to flow better. Like, that's how I feel about it.
Yes, we both feel the same way. As soon as like we have, like even when we come home from like a vacation, we want to get everything put away so the flow in the house can just get right back to where it needs to be. Have a little feng shui.
That's right, a little feng shui.
And our last item is number 7. The other thing is like, really look at how much space do you use in your house. Do you live in like one room? Do you live in your bedroom, your living room? How much space are you actually like using in your home? Like, do you have rooms that just have stuff in it to hold things? Do you spend time in these rooms? Like, that's another thing. Like, do you really need the amount of space that you have in a relationship to the life that you're living?
Exactly. Because a lot of times, most people, the most amount of money they're spending every month is their rent or their mortgage. All the time. A lot of people I know even spend more than half of what they make at work on their rent or mortgage. Some people, it's close to 3/4, which is crazy and scary if you think about it. So if you're living in a big place, could you downsize to something smaller?
Which goes right back and goes full circle
Full
to this
circle.
whole conversation on living your life like a child.
I mean, as an adult, can still live your life in the full enjoyment and excitement as you were as a child, discovering, exploring, new adventuring, traveling, excitement. You can still live that life. You don't have to work until you're 67 to retire, to live for maybe 11 years and try to enjoy your life at that time. You can start living your best life now.
And I'm telling you right now, we're definitely working on doing that ourselves.
We are. But that's just something we definitely wanted to touch on, a little bit more serious, but kind of like open people's eyes to certain things that our eyes have been open to, and something to ponder a little bit.
That's right. Work less, live more.
That's right.
All right, guys, we're going to show you these bowls.
Ooh,
and
we are full.
I can't eat anymore. That's going to be like a snack for later.
That's right, and I just have a little bit of meat sauce left. That's about it. Taking down this whole bowl. So filling. So filling. Pasta expands like the potato wall, but it's not the potato wall, it's the pasta expand. And you're like,
The pasta expansion.
yes, the pasta expansion in your stomach, and you're like, whoa,
Whoa,
I'm getting
whoa.
full. We hope you guys have a great Friday. We hope you have a great Saturday. We hope you have a great Sunday. We hope you guys had a great week. We hope you guys are doing well. And know that the 2 girls won mukbang. Love you guys to the where?
To the freaking moon.
To the freaking moon.
Mwah. And it's so great to see you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed your spaghetti and spaghetti sauce.
Hell yes. If you haven't already, please hit that like.
And hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe. Notification bell.
Hit that bell. Ding, ding, ding. Leave us comments. Let us know what you guys are thinking. We love to hear from you guys.
Yes. And thank you guys so much for coming to the 2 girls.
One Mukbang Nation, where the food is great,
but where the love is greater. Bye. Bye, butters. Since you were pinching me earlier, I'm going to pinch you hard. Because I'm going to pinch you hard. You pinched me hard earlier.
You deserved it.
Huh. Very nice. Not very nice, butters.
You guys let us in the comments know below. Who pinches who more?